morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, what's with the Rodney cup on the table? Well, yeah, you'll notice the Rodney cup should actually be up there. There's a cup missing. But I got it on here to remind me to talk about something. The Rodney cup, it's also the rollback cup. So, and there will be a rollback. And in the bottom of the rollback, I will say where you can scrub ahead to get through it, because it's more down in the workshop stuff again that a lot of people could care less about. So, all right. The Rodney Cup was given to me by somebody by the name of Jeff. And I think of him as North Carolina Jeff, not Jeff Donahue from Colorado, or I think there's other Jeffs too, isn't there? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stay on the subject, Ron. Okay, so Jeff made a comment in yesterday's episode, and he said something to the effect of, just the time that I figure out how to send you pictures out of my cell phone, you say don't send pictures. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's not very, it wasn't very nice. I was when I think back to the way I came across there, was it the day before yesterday, when I was saying don't send me pictures unless they're actually pictures of this particular sub that we're building right now. That was kind of mean, you know. Like, here I've got viewers that have been watching me maybe for a long time, and they've been sending in nice comments, and then all of a sudden they say, hey, I want to show you my picture, and old Ron says, I don't want to see it. That was I feel bad about that. I was wrong. I should not have said that, but I can't take it back unless I delete the video, and most everybody's seen it already anyway, so all I can do is apologize. I'm sorry. If you have been working on something and you want to show it to me, by all means send it. I will see it. Not right away, maybe, because I don't always check the modelship@hotmail.com email as regularly as I should. It's not like my main one where I do all my stuff. Okay, so anyway, I will eventually see it. I will send a little reply to let you know I saw it, and I will appreciate it. And it's not that I think that the sub is the only ship that should ever be built. I think what I was worried about was that gee, now I've given out that email address, and I talked about sending pictures, and now I'm going to get swamped with pictures, and I'm going to feel obligated to post them. So let's put it this way. I will appreciate all the pictures that anybody sends me, but I will only possibly, and no promises, show, like I did yesterday, the different builds that different people have, just to show the difference and to what other people are doing. For instance, I found out from the Joe had sent a picture, and apparently that box that somebody else saw that was, that we were talking about yesterday, he fabricated that. So that's why it looked different, and I didn't pick up on that. I just thought it was because the camera angle was different. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of different. It's the exact same build, like and everything, but it's different. And one thing that I can really appreciate is the quality of some of these builds. Wow. Well, you saw them, the weathering and the detailing on that one engine. When the valve cover was off and you could see all the rocker arms and what have you. Well, that was fantastic. At first glance, you would think you're looking at a real photograph, and it's not like it was a real large 1/12 scale model or anything like that, where you could easily get a lot of detail like that in. It's a 1/48 scale. So when you realize that it's a 1/48 scale, that those were some pretty small little intricate details. Okay, enough about that. I'm going to do the second coat on the sink today. I'll just quickly do it off camera. Some of this stuff I noticed, like for instance, this here is actually the top of a desk in one of the radio rooms, and it apparently, according to the painting and color guide, I believe it has to be some kind of a green, and I think we got it. So I guess you know what? Let's go down in the workshop, and I'll show you what I did yesterday afternoon on the bike box. Anyway, let's roll back. Okay, I need 2 pieces 44 inches long, which comes to right here. But I was noticing a moment ago that down here I've got a knot right at the end. Up here I've got a nice clear piece, clear section. No knots. Yeah, well, there's one here, but yeah, so I can easily cut a little bit off at the end here and get rid of that knot and still have enough for 2 pieces 44 inches long. So what we'll do here is we'll cut our knot off first. It's too bad because this end was already square. Undoubtedly, some of you will have noticed that I wait for the blade to come to a complete stop before I raise it up out of the cut. Well, the reason I do that is I have found from experience, especially when cutting very small items, that if I raise the blade up while it's still spinning, it can catch on that very small item and it's going to ping off somewhere, or get damaged, or hit you. Anyway, it has become habit forming. And I do it all the time now, even when I don't need to. Now you may have noticed when I was cutting that second piece that it had a bit of a crack in it. But I was noticing that where the crack is, right here. Now, if you will notice, this is the bevel I've got to make, and I'm hoping that the bevel is going to remove that crack, as long as I remember to lay the 2x4 correctly against the fence when I run it through. Okay, I got a big mess to clean up here before I can use the table saw. For this piece here, we'll be using the bandsaw, but that won't be today. That will be maybe tomorrow. I have to be in the mood for this. Right now I'm kind of in the mood. I'm smelling the sawdust and yeah. Okay, the angle we need for the bevel is 19.82 degrees off of 90 degrees. Okay, we got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, well, I want to make sure I get this right here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that would be 20. And we'll just back it off just a little bit. Okay, that should be pretty close. Now I got a bit of good news from Bill's cycle in the last correspondence that I got this morning. And Anna said something to the effect of when JR delivers it. So they've gone from maybe to if, and now it's when. So that's positive. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Okay, now we turn this on. This should be some pretty close to 70 degrees. Now it's not, don't have too much to measure here, but let's just see what we got. So what do we got? 69.7. Yeah, oh, that's almost dead on, because 70 would have been 20 degrees the other way, and we wanted a little bit less. So is that in the right direction, or is it in the wrong direction? No, I think that's pretty close. I mean, good grief, it's just a box, for goodness sakes. So we got it. Okay, now the blade does not have to be that high. Yeah, that'll be high enough. Okay, I've got the dust collector hooked onto the table saw now, and I drew a little line on our board. This is the one that we want to try and get rid of the bad piece, although I was noticing later that a lot of this board is bad. I should have maybe done another one, but you know what, as I said before, it's just a box. Okay, I think that should pretty much do it. And we'll make use of the feather board. Now when you have the magnets fall on a channel like this, they don't grab too good. So I'm just going to put a couple of extras on just to help here. Okay, that'll keep it in place. Alright, I think we're ready to boogie here. Get my ear protection on, my eye protection on. If you keep your eye on the blade, you won't stick your finger in the blade. I was probably looking at the blade 99% of the time. I wasn't looking at the 2x4. That's the way I do it. And I've got all my fingers. And I've been doing this kind of stuff since I was a teenager. And I've been lucky. I admit it. I've been lucky. Okay, I've got the second coat on. This paint is not painting well with a brush. I don't know. I don't think it's me. I think it's the paint. And I did stir it up really, really well before I started. In fact, I used my little homemade electric paint stirrer. And I got all the pigment up off the bottom, but it's just not flowing right. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do a third, but we'll see. It's still wet. So now, a moment ago, I was looking at this, the K38, and then I realized that this piece that we've got here is not the K38. It was the, where is it here? We need this one here according to the drawing. So I did something wrong here. What does this say? I can't read this. You know what? I'm going to recompose here. This does say 38, and this is the one that we nipped off. But it's not the same as that's in the picture here. Now, I am making a lot of really silly mistakes lately. I was thinking that because I couldn't see this piece this part right here, that this piece was not the same as in the drawing. It was the other one up here, which doesn't have this. Okay. However, if I take this and turn it so it's the same orientation as the drawing, well, we don't see this part. So that's what happened. This is K38. It's just that you can't see this piece because it's in behind. Okay, problem solved. Okay, I don't know if you can see the time down here in the bottom of the screen. But that's the time right now, and yeah, a lot has happened here since I shot that last scene at the model table. I suddenly realized, well, I didn't suddenly realize it, but I realized that I had to go grocery shopping. I had a whole bunch of stuff in the house. You know, I had a lot of food in the house, but it was all fattening food. I didn't have stuff like, you know, lettuce and cabbage and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I went to Superstore this morning and sort of stocked up on that kind of stuff. Anyway, here we are in the folder, the model ship project, viewers photos, and Brian. And we got Brian's photos here, and so far I've only seen them as thumbnails, like you're seeing them right now. I was noticing here he's got what looks like LEDs in it, so that's kind of good. In fact, it's real good. Let's see if we can enlarge this here. I'm hoping I can do it on camera. Open. And we're going to go full screen. There we go. All right. I would assume that this is the first one. And we can zoom in here. And a lot of detail again. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, we don't have too much time here. There's a lot of pictures, so yeah. I saw this in the background, and I thought, what is this now? I thought it was part of the build. No. Okay. All right. More nice detail. the front torpedo room that we have finished. Okay. And this is the module that we are working on right now. Notice the green top? Well, we're going to be doing that too. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Yeah, I'm glad now that I'm doing the LED thing. Yeah, forgive me if I'm not commenting. Did I miss one there? Must be the way I'm clicking or something. Hope I'm not missing photos here. Oh, I see what's happening. If I click on it when it's in the enlarged version, it does sort of a... Yeah, I can see what's happening there. Okay, we're not missing anything. Don't worry, Brian. Nice detail. Lots of work. That looks cool. Was that the last one? I guess that was the last one. Yeah, I don't see a little arrow here for me to click. Well, let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I think I originally counted 17, so I think we saw them all. Thank you, Brian. Okay, let's get back to the model table here. Yeah. Okay, what are we going to do about our little pipe that has to go under the sink? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it in place before I glue the sink onto this. And I think that the pipe has to go in, and if we go according to the manual, it looks like it fits in against the side of the superstructure and in the bottom of the sink, something like that. Now, we do not have to do this on this piece to get it lined up right. It can be on anything flat, and then later paint the pipe. I think it was North Carolina Jeff reminded me that all pipe work was color-coded, which means that if wastewater was green, was it green or gray? Well, then I am doing it right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this would be the right color. For a minute there, I thought I was going to be painting it the wrong color, but no. So if I painted with the what is it here, 335, like everything else, it'll be right. So let's recompose here. Fasten this down somehow. Maybe tape it onto my piece of plexiglass, something that's flat. Oh, wasn't it interesting that Brian's tabletop, it looked like it was pretty much the same type of cloth as I was using. Yeah, I'm honored. Somebody copying my idea. It's easy on the eyes, isn't it, Brian? Okay, let's recompose here. Okay, that will help. Now, where's my little piece of pipe here? Did I lose it already? Oh, it's over here. It's still on this part here. Alright, I'm going to have to swing this around so I can see what's going on here. Right now you can see it good, but I can't see it good. So, just bear with me. Okay, a moment ago I was looking at my thermometer and I was realizing that maybe having this on a white background is not all that good. Okay, now we're going to presume that this is going to be the back of the bulkhead right here. So it has to go at an angle like that. Maybe, I was thinking maybe if I was to turn the whole thing up on it 90 degrees to the left, then we could let gravity be our friend, if you know what I mean. But I think that it's just about right now. So let's put a little tiny bit of extra thin right there. Now, where's my extra thin? Here we go. Like that. Okay, let's let that meld and then paint the pipe gray. I wonder what this red stain is. You know, I was cutting up red beets, or not beets, red cabbage a while ago, and I'm wondering if maybe... Anyway, I think that this is going to be ready to paint here. I'm going to probably have to get this off camera here. I'm trying to do it on camera, and I'm probably getting it out of the field of view altogether. Am I bending it now? I don't think so. Come on, why won't that come? There we go. Alright. Yeah, that should paint okay. Okay, a moment ago I glanced at my clock and I could not believe how late it is already. And I've got a coffee visitor coming in just over an hour, and I haven't done the final edit or nothing here, so we're gonna have to paint this in the next episode. Maybe in tomorrow's rollback we see how it goes. On the other hand, I wanted to go down to the workshop again too this evening. Well, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.